Hello YouTube, welcome to another one of my Duel Links videos, and today I have for you a deck to try out, Ancient Pixie Dragon. Now this is not really the kind of card you'd build your whole deck around. I mean you can, but I don't know if that's the best way to use it. So we're just going to try it out with a different deck. I've used this deck in the past where we're using Side Reflector to get or Gear Towns and go Ancient Gear Reactor Dragon. And we're trying this out again. I changed it a little bit from the last time I played it. I don't remember exactly how I was running it last time. I just know that I made changes to it. But yeah, the Ancient Pixie Dragon, you can use it in Black Wings. I've seen people teching this card. Basically what it does is, after resolving a field spell card that was activated during your turn, you draw one card. That's really good, right? You just activate a field spell, draw one. And then on top of that, once per turn you can target one face-up attack position monster on the field, destroy that target. There must be a face-up field spell card on the field to activate and to resolve this effect. So it doesn't have to be your field spell in order for you to destroy an attack position monster, but it does have to be your field spell for the draw. Well, I guess it doesn't have to be your field spell, but it has to resolve during your turn. So more than likely it's going to be your field spell. Other than that, it has the same stats as Ancient Fairy Dragon, which I'm also running here. So with Ancient Fairy Dragon, we can destroy our opponent's field spell to search or gear town. We can also destroy our gear town, gain 1000 life, and then special summon an Ancient Gear Reactor Dragon. The important thing to know when you're doing that though is that if you're trying to summon your Ancient Gear Reactor Dragon, you can't search for another gear town. If you search for a gear town, you're going to miss the timing, because the search for gear town is going to be the last thing that happened, not the destruction effect, and therefore your gear town misses the timing. Other than that, the strategy is pretty simple. We're going to use our Side Reflector, which we can search with Cosmic Enlightenment, to either go into our Pixie or Ancient Fairy Dragon or our Black Rose Dragon. Black Rose Dragon is really good in this deck because not only does it wipe your opponent's board, if you set your field spell or if you have it activated, you also destroy your field spell, meaning that the entire field gets blown up and you're gonna have an Ancient Gear Reactor Dragon on top of that, which is real good. Ancient Gear Reactor Dragon doesn't care about back row, doesn't care about hand traps, and it doesn't care about the graveyard. So Kiteroid, Bacon Saver, all that stuff, you don't worry about. You just attack over it and lethal your opponent. Other than that, I think the deck's pretty self-explanatory. I always run double assault mode activate because I always draw one. So if I don't run two, my assault beast is going to be dead. I won't be able to discard it and make my Side Reflector place. That's why you see the double assault mode. Double Galaxy Cyclone, we can use this to pop or face down Gear Town, or we can banish from the grave to pop a face up Gear Town. I'm running double Cyclone just so I can destroy some back row. And because there are some cards that could potentially be dead cards in my hand, I'm running double Regeki Break. You can discard your Ancient Gear Reactor Dragons because you can just summon them from the graveyard. You can discard extra assault mode activates, although you can do that with Brionac as well, which is a lot of our lethal play in this deck. Other than that, Scrap Dragon you can use to destroy your field spell if you don't want to just Black Rose the entire field. Vermilion Dragon Mech is a good out to pretty much anything, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's go ahead and show y'all some gameplay. Now, for some reason, the way I was winning with this deck, in my mind, I was thinking, okay, this deck is going to be pretty aggressive, because of the Ancient Gear Reactor Dragons. But so many duels I was winning kind of by stalling my opponent out. A defense position Pixie or Fairy Dragon, it's not the easiest out for a lot of decks right now. Here we're going up against Fortune Ladies. We're going to see a turn 1 Every. Every is super annoying because he comes back from the graveyard and he banishes during your opponent's standby phase. So basically my strategy here is to hold out until I have my Side Reflector, and we're just going to Brionic this back to the hand. See, there's assault mode activate. I always draw it. That's why I have to run 2. Now, very smart, he uses his skill to force the Kiteroid without activating a skill. But that's fine, we're going to get rid of the back row, and we'll also set up a Galaxy Cyclone in the grave for this Gear Town. But now we can finally take this 3600, get our Side Reflector, and we have basically won the game. Star Reflector, add Assault Beast. Discard the Beast to get Assault Mode activate. Number 2. Now we can discard both Assault Mode activates with Brionac to send the monsters that are in our way. And then thanks to that Galaxy Cyclone that we sent to the graveyard last turn, we can pop our Gear Town, get a Reactor Dragon, and that's game. Easy enough. No Pixie Dragon there, but I promise you, Pixie Dragon is at least in one of the replays. I'm pretty sure it's in this replay, which this is the duel specifically that I was talking about when I said I didn't expect to stall my opponent out. But I kind of really dislike Vendreads right now. Vendreads are what I call a win streak breaker deck. It's like not enough people are using this deck for you to you know, have cards or have a strategy to deal with the deck. This is the deck that will just show up to ruin your win streak, whether that's, you know, to get to the next legend or to get to King of Games. They always show up and ruin your win streak. So I was like, you know what, let's see how he built his deck. Can he out 3000 defense? Their biggest ritual monster is 3000 attack, and they don't really have a way to boost monsters. They can banish though, which is very unfortunate. He's gonna Battle Lord banish my Gear Town. We did get to draw at least off of the Pixie Dragon. But right now I'm just waiting. I know for a fact he has to go for Revenants, which he finally searched. So he's gonna search the Revenants, and you know, that is an out for my Pixie Dragon. But now that I have Kydroid, I'm just gonna chill. I could have destroyed his monster, just didn't want to. When I activate the Gear Town, he's gonna banish my Gear Town, but that's okay. It's still resolved to some degree, so we get to draw a card. Double Cyclone, destroy the Ritual Cage. Now that the cage is gone, I can actually target the Battle Lord because he controls a field spell, and we destroy it. And right here, he's just deck thinning until he can get his ritual card. There it is. Vendread Evolution. For whatever reason, he doesn't use the Revenants that I'm assuming is set on the field, and he just summons in defense position. So we're gonna destroy the field spell. Slayer is going to search for Origin. Send another Revenants to the graveyard. Hound Horde. Special summon. Now he's going to use Revenants and Hound Horde, so this particular ritual monster can banish a monster, a special summon monster, and he can also banish a back row. Well, we have a Floodgate ready for that. Unfortunately, we will lose our Galaxy Cyclone. And now I'm just waiting, right? Like, look how thin my deck is, and your boy has only gotten one Star Reflector. So at this point, I'm like, you know what? If I'm not gonna draw my combo piece, there's really nothing I can do. I have to rely on my stall back row, which is Floodgate. Summons the Revenants, finally hits me for 1800, so that's gonna activate my skill. We're gonna go ahead and reveal or Assault Mode activate to go into Ancient Fairy Dragon. Pop his field spell to get a Gear Town. Unfortunately, our Galaxy Cyclone was banished, so we can't use it to pop the Gear Town. Origins, we're going to Raigeki break the Revenants so that he's not able to use it as a material from the field, therefore not getting the banishing effect. Revenants does come back, but he would need another ritual spell. We're gonna go ahead and Floodgate that Slayer. He does have an evolution, but he cannot use the what's this one? I'm pretty sure this one has to be equal to the level of the ritual monster. Yeah, so no level 2 in his graveyard. No way to use the Revenants on the field to summon the Slayer. He attacks with Slayer to boost his attack points. He can do that once per battle. So it would take 3 battles for him to actually get over my Ancient Fairy Dragon. But we're not going to do that. We could just end turn and deck him out. But we're going to show him that our deck is powerful. Brionac. Send them back to the hand. Activate Gear Town. Ancient Fairy Dragon, destroy the Gear Town. No search, or we miss timing. Not that we can search anything, that was our last field spell. There we go. Lethal through a Sphere Kribo, if he ran it. Oh my god, that was a long duel. Am I crazy? Has it been 10 minutes and I've only shown 2 replays? I'm gonna have to watch this back and see if I pressed recording way too early. How long did I talk about this deck? Oh my god. Sorry boys. Hope you're enjoying this. Here we have a Dark Magician player going first, as they usually do. And of course he's gonna have his turn 1 setup, as they usually do. Yep. Now this is very important. Dark Magic Expanded. This is relevant for this duel. Normally you only see them have 1 Dark Magician, and they're able to gain 1000 attack on a Dark Spellcaster type monster. But if they have 2, this turn your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to your spell or trap card or effect activation. So we can't negate anything. Also, a spell and trap cards you control cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. I actually never realized that it had that effect. And then 3 Dark Spellcaster type monsters you control currently are unaffected by your opponent's card effects until the end of this turn. So basically, if you have 3 Dark Magicians, they're all unaffected, and all of your back row is unaffected from destruction as well, which is it's pretty insane, because Black Rose was kind of my win con in this situation. We force him to activate 2 navigations. Kite Droid is going to keep us safe. Even with the Dark Magic Expanded, the most he can do is 3500 attack. So we survive this. I can get a Reflector. I choose not to because I already have one in hand. And even though I knew this was the Dark Magic Expanded, I still have to go for the Black Rose, force it out, and destroy my my Gear Town in the process. Maybe Scrap Dragon, I would have had another monster in the field, but honestly at that point I thought I was still gonna destroy the circles. I hadn't read the card. Right, Ancient Gear Reactor Dragon, destroy 1 Dark Magician, destroy my Gear Town, summon a second Ancient Gear Reactor Dragon. And I knew he was gonna be able to banish one of them, but the thing was, is he gonna be able to out both of them? In my estimation, he would have needed the Eye of Timaeus, and we have a Floodgate ready for the Cavalry. So this Mad Lad activates a 3rd circle, completely locking his back row, just to summon a Dark Magician and banish my one of my Reactor Dragons. And at this point I'm like, I can activate my skill, but I'm just gonna chill. I don't have to attack. He has no Dark Magicians left in hand, so unless he has another Magician of Dark Illusion to tribute summon, he can't do anything. Now that I have an extra resource in my hand, I'll activate my skill. Let's show him that win con again. I thought about decking him out, but I was like, you know what, I already basically decked out the Vendreads player. What if he has the out and I just get cooked for not going in? So let's go in. Brionac, send everything back. And he could have had a Kuribo, a Kite Droid, whatever in hand. Reactor Dragon doesn't care. And that is lethal damage. Oh my god, this video is going to be 45 minutes long. I'm just kidding. I don't think the last 2 are as long. I'm supposed to be streaming as well. I don't think you got, well, yeah, I probably won't upload this today. I'll upload it tomorrow. Life Point Boost Alpha. Okay, he passes. I don't really have a play, so we're just gonna set a Floodgate. Charge the Light Brigade, nice. Now let me show you his graveyard real quick. He has a Kite Droid in there, so he has protection plus 5,000 life points. We're gonna go ahead and Floodgate that Judgment Dragon. He follows up with Lumina into Cyframe Lord Zeta. Hits me for 25. Thank you for activating my skill. And let's win this real quick. Now let me show you real quick his graveyard again. Kite Droid and Bacon Saber. Well, he's still dying right now. Star Reflector activate, search Assault Beast. Assault Beast. Search Assault Mode activate. Reveal the assault mode, summon in defense position so he can respond to Zeta with Zeta. Set the Gear Town, activate Black Rose in defense position so he can't activate Zeta. Gear Town destroys to summon my Ancient Gear Reactor Dragon. Activate a second one, and this is why I chose to run 2 Ancient Gear Reactor Dragons for exactly this situation. Double Ancient Gear Reactor, Kite Raid in graveyard, Bacon Saber in graveyard, maybe even another Kite Raid in hand. We don't care. Ancient Gears need to come back, man. To some degree. Just so people stop running Kite Raid. I mean, I run it. It's literally in this deck list. But you know what I mean. There's no worse feeling that making your last play, trying to go for game, and then they're like, nah, dog. And then you just lose the next turn. It's a real feels bad. Alright, and then last but not least, we have Pegasus with a Mind Scan. Mind Scan Pegasus, our hand is not great, so we're just gonna set. Machina Gear Frame, activate to add a Machina Fortress to the hand. Discard, we're gonna floodgate that Machina Fortress, take this hit, thank you very much. Now I have my Side Reflector. But before we summon it, I'm not gonna take any chances, we're gonna double cycle in that back row. Good call, that was an enemy controller. Summon the Reactor Dragon, get Assault Beast, and this is perfect for Brionac. 2 cards in hand, 2 targets on the field. Easy win. Hurry up. Come on, Esporoba. Alright, send them back. 23, 3,000. Easy game. Once I saw the enemy controller, I was like, okay, then he definitely doesn't run Kite Raid, right? We're good. Thankfully, he didn't, and we got the W. But anyway, here's the deck again. I probably spoke about this deck for like 10 minutes, and that's why the video is so long. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, like, comment, and subscribe if you want. And until next time.